22 questions. You have to have 110 points in order to qualify. Careful in reading these because there are a couple of categories where it's a must. You have to be able to answer the question. But anyway, give you some background on it. It started in West Point when Tom Douglas wanted to increase something to do to help them become more involved. So he started this 10-star program. He presented it to Rotary International, the board, and they accepted it. It was introduced in 1960 at the RI convention in Miami. The 5 Points Rotary Club adopted Team 64, and Paul Allen was the sole proprietor of the club. He did everything. Paul started keeping records in 1990, I think. That's as far back as they go. He gave us, Nancy and I, 4 big books and keeping it all by hand. We had it on a computer, but the computer died in 90 columns, so we need to do the computer stuff. Another story. Anyway, we have 864 since 1999. There are a lot more, but we just don't have records because we're trying to get together with records. Nancy and I took over the program. We renamed it the Paul Allen 10 honor Paul Allen because he has been such an advocate for this program. As I said, 864 Paul Allen 10 stars on record as of late 1999. We represent 10 states, one country. You can see them listed there. So it's not just it's anywhere. It's not a must program. It's not something you have to do. It's volunteer. But it is something that you can present to your clubs, or Nancy and I will come and present a program to get them involved, because as you read the application, you can see there are certain things that you have to do in order to qualify to get to 110 points. The pin was a 10-star emblem that went behind your Rotary pin. We had to redesign it at the time because some of the backing wouldn't show behind the present. So we redesigned it and made it 10 stars. You start and you build up to the 10 stars. My husband redesigned it for us, and we did it to keep current with Rotary programs as of today. That's the certificate you will get. Nancy has one of those as well. And we'll have a brochure. We hope us to present a program to your club. It won't take long. It's a very quick program. We'll be happy to do that for you.
May I add, there's not a PDG that won't say something, okay? The 10-star program is all about what you do in Rotary. It's not how much you give. But I was able to earn this very early on in my Rotary career in the early 90s, and Paul Allen was in my club. So he was handing us these sheets to fill out. But it's something you earn for you. You can't buy this pen. Now, it will cost you $10, but you can't give me $10 million. Well, yeah, you can't buy this. This is not a foundation pen. So the reason I like it so much is that it shows the work you've done in Rotary and the different kinds of things you've done. You need our help to fill it out. We have pens today, and we have certificates, and we'll be glad to present them to you. Okay. Any questions?
Come over here. Yeah, come over here. Let me see that pen.
This is the old one. See, it fit mine, but many people, especially Sandy Brooks, have lost their president's pen. See.
Do you have the new pens?
The new pens are right here.
What, you have it on?
No, I didn't put it on. I was too busy selling them.
Johnny has one on. I have one on.
Here are the new pens.
That's what we use.
Oh,
it's a separate pen.
Yeah, you get to punch another hole in your clothes.
But it's separate. So we hope will generate questions people can talk about.
We went to our club board when tapped Mary to do this, and she smacked me, and I had to help her. But we went to our board and asked them for some money because we didn't have any money to make this stuff. So they gave us some upstart money that we'll pay them back in time. It may generate in the long term a little money for the 5 Points Club that will go either to whatever the board decides.
I think in the past we put it into the
Foundation, usually it goes to the foundation. But it really is a meaningful program. And I think when you read the things, you'll understand that. May I have another point, sir? It is with much regret that I looked around this room today, as I sat over there, and realized I'm the oldest PDG. I've never had that happen.
Nancy, most experience.
Oh, thank you very much. I feel better already. But I was a DJ in 02, 03, and the rest of them are all newbies, and I was also in the very first class of AGs, and they literally took us for a long weekend and brainwashed us.
So left you in the woods?
And beat us up over the head. It was in Somerville. They took us to Somerville. And I was petrified. By the time I got through with that weekend, I said, oh, what have I done? Really? Because the clubs didn't know who we were. They didn't know who was coming. And who do you think you are speaking for the district governor? We want the district governor. We don't want some assistant. Now, they had area reps. But that sounds different than assistant governor, right? And we came loaded with stuff. One of the keys that I found out, and I did it for the next 3 years, it's the best job in Rotary. You have more fun. You get to know all these presidents that are in your little group and their club members. They gave us some money. I don't know if y'all getting any money. Are they getting some money? Well, we gave us a little bit of money. So I met with my presidents every month. I would buy the hors d'oeuvres. They have to buy their own whiskey. And we had it, and they built a network within themselves. It was one of the most fun jobs that I've ever had in Rotary. So enjoy the ride, guys.
So, Rod, in answer to your question, how much time do we need for the Paul Allen presentation? About 5. How much time do we need for Nancy?
Oh, gosh.
About 10.
Mary, I was just sent a text to one of our coordinator of our speakers. If they want to reach out to you to come present at the club, what's your number to call at?
803-553-0020.
Mary, make sure I get this right. 0020?
You can do mary@gasque.com.
All right.
And
Thank you
if
very
we
much.
can ever afford to, we want to go to maybe an international conference and really lay it out there.
And I think that's how we got to be out of this area. Paul used to go to all the conventions, and he would really push this program. We just so devoted to it.
Thank y'all.
I have one question about this. Is that a designation on the district
Yes.
database? It's
Yes.
one of those things that
I
listed.
upgrade every time I get one. I go in and I change the information on your personal information. Yes, it is. Thanks for telling me.
Thank you.
All right, and the brochure is also on the database. Is that correct, Terry?
Yes, ma'am.